Hey everybody, this is Alex from Capital Deals Bike Shop. I'm here to tell you about some new product that we have in the store. I was getting asked by a lot of people, our customers, if we had e-bikes, and we do. But these are the ones that well, I should say we have a lot of, everybody's asking me about e-bikes. They're the number one selling, they're gonna be it's the new number one product category. I mean, it's like 10 years ago when we were talking about the iPhone. People would never imagine what the market is, what it is today, where everybody has one. I think right now we're probably on iPhone 2s, and I think a lot more is here to come. But this is what we have today. These are in our store. They're ready to roll. Here to show you. They're called Serial Ones. They're powered by Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson was the, I think the designing, they created the design, and then they use other parts to kind of put everything together. The main thing here that I can start to talk to you about would be, I would say first and foremost, these are really quality build. If you take a look at them, I've been in the bike industry for I think almost 20 years now, and I kind of know what a quality bicycle. That's why we chose these. They look really nice. They have like this one here. When you customize it, they have some that with white tires and leather seats that look really attractive. And I think it looks attractive just the way it is. We'll start here with the Speed model. This is the Rush City Speed. This retails for $59 or $55.99, $5,600. This is their top end version. It's speed, so its max assist is 28 miles per hour. This is a class 3 bicycle. It comes with all the bells and whistles. It comes with lights built in. The fenders. Oh, let me talk about the light real quick. So this light, I don't have the spec on it, but this light here, I like the kind of the way that it's very smooth. It sticks out. But the design, it rolls right into the stem. And then the badge here is also lit up. I think the badge is always on. The light you can turn off, and then the rear, there's two lights in the back built into the frame. As Kate goes back there, you can also see that hub. That's a New Vinci Enviolo hub, and it's a planetary gearing system. I think I'm gonna throw some words out. CVT, something CVT. I could be wrong, but it's a planetary drive. There's one main ball and multiple balls around it, and it's a really smooth gearing system. It also, so if you look at the bottom or that little white dot, I think that somehow that hooks up to your cell phone through Bluetooth, and then you can control the modes. And as you look back there too, it's also has a Gates belt drive. So the Gates belt drive is supposed to last thousands of miles. It's oil free, super silent. So it's going to last forever. It's going to be chainless or oilless or greaseless. And the way that usually one customer came up to me and said, hey, usually I hate these because there's going to be a splice in the frame somewhere where you have to break the frame in order to get that Gates belt drive on. But on these guys, as you notice, the frame actually runs a little higher, so it doesn't actually ever touch the frame. And that Enviolo hub is really interesting. I mean, when you program it, I noticed that when I'm starting to ride the bicycle at a stop, then it will go to the lowest gear. And as soon as I start pedaling and getting up to speed, it gets into a higher gear range. And it's also getting assisted by electricity too. So we have this double push. We're getting the gears changing, the energy's getting the electric motor is giving you the boost. So this here is the electric motor. This is a mid-drive system. So typically mid-drive systems are a little bit nicer than a hub drive system. A hub drive system, mid-drive systems typically distribute the weight a little bit better. It's easier to get the wheel off, and it just there's some advantages. Usually, like I'm seeing on the market, the mid-drive systems are on the less expensive $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 bicycles, and then the more expensive bicycles all come with mid-drives. And I think typically, if you're looking at bike shop brands like Bosch, this one's made by Bros, and this bicycle has a color display. Hydraulic disc brakes, these racks built in. So we have two models here. This is their high-end model, which is the Speed. And this one down here is exactly the same. They call that the Rush City, and this one is $5,000. And this one, the main difference is this one's gonna slow down or stop giving you assist at 20 miles per hour. They all come with disc brakes. They all come with these hydraulic disc brakes made by TRP. TRP, I don't know too much of these. Look like they're a new system, but they look nice. They're mineral oil. I would say the one thing about these bicycles too is that the cables are really well managed. You don't have cables floating around, even up into the handlebar. It's just integrated, right? There's two holes drilled in. The hose runs through here. It's very, very clean. There aren't some of these e-bikes nowadays, you see wires floating everywhere. There aren't any wires anywhere on these. The tires are super nice. These are the Schwabe. They're a German tire, Supermoto X, with a reflective sidewall. These tires are, so the other thing too is having such a high volume tire. These are 27.5 2.4s. So a high volume tire, we can talk a little bit about this. This high volume tire is basically an active suspension system. Since these bikes don't have suspension, you have this big huge tire with a lot of air in it. Traditionally, when we were looking at road bikes, you have this teeny tire, but it doesn't give you a lot of suspension. But the bigger volume tires, because there's more tread, it's gonna last longer. It gives you more surface area that touches the ground. And then when you're cornering, you don't have this kind of light bulb effect. It's a nice, smooth, round surface. So it corners better. It's gonna last longer. And then because there's a lot of rubber and a lot of air here, it's gonna give you a lot of that comfort as well. And then backed by, a super, super durable tire. This is going to be, these Schwabe tires are very, very strong. And basically the choice of all like touring, cyclists. I don't know, there might be some other ones. Let's see what else we got going on here that I missed out on. So this is the third model. This is the Mosh City, and these are $37.99. The difference here is this is gonna be, this is less of a commuter model, and it doesn't have the fenders, the racks, a little bit different with this gusset, and no color display. And then I think the batteries are a little smaller too. So these batteries with the bigger hump here, they have a little bit more range. Oh, I haven't talked about range. That's just something that I don't really, range, I think that these bicycles are gonna last pretty much forever. And forever is, I think it has like this guy has a 90-mile range on the lowest setting. And you can change your settings. Basically you have, let's see what we got here. Let's go through these settings here. So you have boost, and your range is 14 miles on boost on this guy. I'm at 80% battery. If we were to go to sport, we would have 16 miles. Yeah, let's zoom in here. Tour, eco. So on eco, off. So off, if you turn the system off right here, you're basically riding your bicycle as just like a regular bicycle. Now, that's our first mode of assist, which is eco. And keep in mind, this is 80%, so the numbers are going to even increase more than this. But at 80% battery capacity on eco, you're going to get 60 miles per hour range, 60 miles range. Tours 11, sport is 16, and boost is going to be 14 miles. Let's see on this guy here if we can get this going. It should be right around the same. There you go. Let me dial through the. So 20 miles range on boost here on this guy. 51 miles on sport, 2 miles on sport, and 106 miles on eco. Where are you going to go 106 miles? I was thinking about the trip for 106 miles. I mean, that's pretty much going down to 106 miles. Goodness gracious. So keep in mind, we have the chargers too, so you can take your charger and charge this up. Like if you wanted to, you could put your charger on a long ride. Let's say you wanted to go from St. Paul to Stillwater for the day. You could take your charger, and when you're having lunch or doing something, you could charge your battery, maybe get 10 or 20% more topping off your battery if you needed to. There's also some people with, maybe you might want a secondary battery. That might be an option as well. Let me see if I'm missing anything here. I'm sure I'm missing a lot, but I've got a lot, and I'm trying to get you the information you need. If you have any questions, please call. The telephone number should be below. Yeah, happy to do test rides and get one of these in your garage, ready for summer. Everybody's itching, ready to go. So have a great day.